In 2008, Elon Musk was borrowing money to pay rent. Tesla was hemorrhaging cash. SpaceX had just watched its third rocket explode, and his personal fortune, $180 million from PayPal, was nearly gone. Within 15 years, he would become one of the richest people on the planet. This is how a self-taught coder from Pretoria built a billion-dollar empire, one bet at a time. Born in Pretoria in 1971, Musk spent his childhood reading, consuming everything from encyclopedias to biographies of inventors. When he acquired a Commodore VIC-20 computer, the 12-year-old taught himself to program, completing a complex coding manual in just 3 days. In 1984, he put this skill to use by building Blaster, a space-themed video game. He sold the code to a South African technology magazine for $500. This small transaction was his first commercial success. It proved that self-directed engineering could be translated into actual capital, establishing the pattern of building, testing, and monetizing that would guide his future enterprises. In January 1989, Musk left South Africa, using his mother's Canadian citizenship to secure a passport and migrate to North America. He worked odd jobs in Canada before enrolling at Queen's University in 1990. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, earning dual degrees in physics and economics. Throughout his college years, Musk lived modestly, focused on obtaining the academic credentials needed to access the American venture capital ecosystem. During this period, he aligned with his brother Kimball, his first key collaborator, preparing to launch his first enterprise. In 1995, Elon and Kimball Musk founded Zip2 in a small Palo Alto office, starting with just $15,000 in seed capital. The early months of this internet-era venture required an intense, around-the-clock grind. The brothers slept on office futons, showered at a nearby YMCA, and kept their single server running constantly to host their website. Their business model focused on writing directory and mapping software for newspapers, helping traditional print media companies establish an early online presence. This custom software allowed major publishers to offer searchable city guides to their readers, a highly valuable utility during the late 1990s. The effort paid off when legacy publishers, including the Chicago Tribune and the New York Times, signed lucrative contract agreements. In February 1999, computer giant Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million in cash. This first exit secured $22 million for the 27-year-old Elon. Instead of choosing a comfortable lifestyle of leisure, the brothers resolved to immediately reinvest these earnings into their next enterprise. In March 1999, Musk used $12 million of his Zip2 proceeds to launch X.com, an ambitious online banking platform. Within a year, X.com merged with its chief competitor, Confinity, the creator of a digital money transfer service called PayPal. The merger brought together distinct corporate cultures, introducing Peter Thiel as a strategic counterweight to Musk's expansive vision. While Musk wanted to build a full-service financial institution, Thiel and his allies favored a lean, payment-focused platform. This disagreement culminated in October 2000, when the board replaced Musk with Thiel as chief executive. Despite losing operational control, Musk remained the largest individual shareholder. When eBay acquired PayPal in October 2002 for $1.5 billion, Musk's 11.7% stake yielded $180 million after taxes. This massive liquidation event transformed him from a successful software entrepreneur into a heavily capitalized investor. Instead of diversifying this newly acquired wealth into safe assets, Musk chose to systematically liquidate his entire fortune into 3 high-risk ventures. In 2002, he allocated $100 million to found SpaceX. In 2004, he led Tesla's early funding, contributing $6.35 million of a $6.5 million Series A round. Another $10 million went to SolarCity. By converting cash into dominant equity stakes in capital-intensive long-horizon industries, Musk rejected the safety of a diversified portfolio to build a highly concentrated, ownership-based empire. In 2002, space exploration technologies began in a warehouse in El Segundo, California. Unlike software startups, rocket manufacturing required massive upfront investments in physical infrastructure, precision machinery, and specialized aerospace labor before a single launch could even be attempted. 2 years later, Tesla Motors presented a different engineering challenge, adapting volatile lithium-ion battery cells into a stable, high-performance automotive pack. Early prototypes of the Roadster suffered from severe thermal issues, requiring custom cooling systems to prevent fires. Transitioning from these hand-built prototypes to a functioning assembly line exposed both companies to the reality of hardware development. In these heavy industries, unexpected design mistakes and supplier delays devoured capital long before any vehicles or rockets reached the market. By 2008, the decision to launch two capital-intensive hardware startups simultaneously pushed Musk to the edge of ruin. SpaceX's first 3 Falcon 1 launches failed to reach orbit. On March 24, 2006, the first rocket suffered a fuel leak and caught fire seconds after liftoff. The second launch in March 2007 ended with a stage separation failure. When the third attempt failed on August 5, 2008, SpaceX was nearly out of cash, with millions of dollars in development costs literally vaporized. At the same time, Tesla was hemorrhaging money. The development of the Roadster was plagued by battery design flaws and massive supplier delays, which drove production costs far past early estimates. Negative press coverage labeled the company a disaster, and by late 2008, Tesla's cash reserves fell below $9 million. Musk had poured his entire $180 million PayPal fortune into these ventures, leaving him with no personal liquidity. He was forced to borrow money from friends to pay basic living expenses while working 16-hour days to manage mounting corporate bills. Both of his companies faced complete liquidation. On December 23, 2008, NASA awarded SpaceX $1.6 billion in a commercial resupply services contract for 12 space station cargo missions. This federal procurement stabilized the company's finances, providing the guaranteed milestone payments needed to build the Falcon 9 rocket. The award secured a steady stream of revenue that allowed the aerospace firm to scale operations, and the successful flight of the Dragon capsule in October 2012 restored its launch credibility. That same year, Tesla launched the Model S sedan, transforming the company from a niche startup into a mass-market manufacturer of high-value electric vehicles. By December 2015, SpaceX achieved the first successful landing of a Falcon 9 first-stage booster at Cape Canaveral. Reusable rockets fundamentally changed spaceflight economics, shifting Musk's ventures from risky experiments into highly valuable, asset-backed enterprises. In 2019, SpaceX began deploying Starlink, a satellite network designed to provide high-speed internet to underserved communities globally. This venture turned SpaceX from a launch provider into a global telecommunications utility, rapidly driving its private valuation toward $2 trillion. In October 2022, Musk acquired Twitter for $44 billion, using a mix of personal equity and bank loans, later rebranding the platform as X. He also launched specialized ventures, including Neuralink, a brain-computer interface company, and The Boring Company, focused on underground transportation. While public estimates of Musk's net worth fluctuate daily with the stock market, his wealth is not held in liquid cash. Instead, it is concentrated almost entirely in massive equity stakes, with his holdings in Tesla and SpaceX representing the overwhelming majority of his assets. By retaining dominant ownership of these high-growth companies rather than selling his shares, Musk built an empire valued by the market. Subscribe to the channel to follow the mechanics of modern wealth creation. Today, Musk's empire proves that ultimate wealth comes from compounding equity, not cashing out. By repeatedly risking his entire net worth for absolute control, he turned volatile startups into vital global infrastructure. This compounding ownership is how he built his empire. Subscribe for more deep business breakdowns.